This will be fun, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Wolverines will kick this deep to get us going. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it here. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And the ball is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense joins the party with a pick six.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive.
Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. And Wilder, we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 11th-ranked team, the Maryland Terrapins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Terrapins will kick it away and start us off. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. It's a quick grab. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and pinning the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Michigan. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the quarterback, it's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Michigan 6, Maryland 0.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he steps out of bounds at the 15. That's when they'll start the drive. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. Finding some room at the 25. Tagged right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
They've got him down out near the 40. And the Terrapins hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Fights off the defender. Breaks loose at the 45. Again, ripping through the defense. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if he gives the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack. And
oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out past the 30. Past the 20. They finally bring him down, but not before he gets all the way inside the 10-yard line.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
He's running out of time here. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry up. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down. Interesting choice. The field goal will keep them the lead, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive. They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Heading left after the handoff. He's free around the 15. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Boy, that pass carry, Chris, puts him right at 100 yards for the game. How's he done it? Because he's been patient. He's followed his blocks. He's let everything develop in front of him, and he's busted through for some big gains.
Now it's second down here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He has first down yardage at the 46.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is, leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That
touchdown, Wolverines. Strong game by this quarterback. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the BAT. The BAT is good, so it's 13-7.
That makes the score Michigan 13, Maryland 7.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? They begin with a quick throw to the left. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's going to take off. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
At the 12-yard line. Brings up second down.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them up 13 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Michigan 20, Maryland 7.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense drops out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And he'll drop back here on third down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs, and it
breaks clear, end zone ahead. The 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Second down after that previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Receiver makes the grab. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive 1st half.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From the shotgun, drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Back to throw again. He's got it right near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Chris, just really impressed by this defense. They're backed up near their own goal line, really doing a good job of rallying to the football in these last couple plays. Now, let's see what happens here on this 3rd and goal.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down.
A great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they keep the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine.
I think they completely caught this defense off guard. 4th down and goal, I think everybody thinks the quarterback's going to have the ability to run or throw, but instead they run the football in here, and they somehow get this touchdown.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Now they get set to kick it away.
26, Maryland, 14.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Back out on the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. The Terrapins hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. Only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the 1st down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Going for a big play downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
First down.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right spot. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the Terrapins churn out another 1st down. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They got to hurry. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this 1st half of play.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ready, break.
A minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Michigan.
And the Wolverines will kick this away to get the 2nd half going.
Number 19. Set to kick it away.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line. The Terrapins come to the line to run the hurry-up.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
Here's the option play. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Trying to create here on the move. He's got his man in the open field. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a 1st down. And the Terrapins pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's a dangerous throw. It falls incomplete, but this defense almost had a second interception today.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Terrapins will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Well, the offense being aggressive here, going for it on 4th down, but the defense was not having it at all. They come up with a big stop.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
In the shotgun, handoff inside. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 1st down here for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game. Being able to throw the football to complement a very physical.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He's looking to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point try is successful, and they build the lead even further. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
14.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Handoff running right. Finding space at the 20. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, They better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The Wolverines looking to cash in this red zone trip. Catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Wolverines. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
Now the offense will go for a two-point conversion. Caught quickly. And he makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Michigan 42, Maryland 14.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. Checks this down to the running back. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 42, Maryland 14.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. First down. Looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Looks like he's going to run it. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Handoff from the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw to the left side. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Terrapins pick up enough yardage for a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. And the Terrapins with first and 10 here.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like that. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, in their offense, come up with a way to cut into this lead.
Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Cannot escape, and down he goes. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. The pass rush closing in. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
But the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Second down play coming up. An inside give now from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Poor set of balance, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. The Wolverines will line up here on first down and goal. Here's a handoff on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Second down and goal upcoming. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, trying to extend the play. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Michigan. And this one is getting ugly. See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score Michigan 49, Maryland 21.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line.
Return
And the coverage team able to bring him down.
and your Maryland Terrapins
offense is back out on the field now. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing. So down he goes, a sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late.
And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks.
6 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides